Welcome back to the channel for another video. This week, as you can see, we got the STI on the quick jacks. As we've been talking about in the last couple of videos, we are finally going to be refinishing the underside of this car. So we're going to be taking apart the rear differential, the T-brace, the rear subframe, and we have all new hardware to replace all of that. Once everything is out, we will re-undercoat the bottom side of the car, wire brush any areas that need to be spot treated. If there's some surface corrosion, we can wire brush that till it's clean metal, then recoat it and make sure this car really lasts a long time. So as you can see, we already got on the quick jacks, and I did take the wheels off and I did just roll under it with my creeper just to inspect what's going on and just kind of see what type of project that we're gonna have for the next couple episodes. I'm not sure how long this is going to take, so I am off the next week, so I am going to try to get this knocked out this last week of the year. So we'll see how far I get on. I hope I can get this knocked out and I can get the 22 WRX back in the garage right next to its buddy. But we'll see how that goes. But wish me luck. Let's get under the car and let's just start taking stuff apart. We have a lot of parts to replace. I guess before we do that, let's just run over to the bench. We'll just do a quick overview of the parts that we have, and then we'll just start working on it. All right, so over here at the bench, get this closed. We got all of our parts here that we're going to be installing. Some new white line parts, white line mounts, all new Super Pro bushings, all new OEM hardware, literally, and then there's one Cartboy stuff in there, but this is all OEM hardware to replace everything that we're taking off. New lateral link bolts, new end links, drive shaft bushings, and then in the trunk we're just going to put some kill mat in the back just to knock down any vibrations in the back, since on these older cars there really is no sound deadening in the back. We don't have the spare tire, so I think the spare tire is what's supposed to like sound deaden the rear, but we don't have that spare tire, so we are going to put some kill mat in, and we have a little roller. Here is our undercoating that we're going to use. I got 5 cans of this rubberized black, so it's supposed to stop rust if there is any that we do miss, but anything that we do see we will wire brush, and we will try to make as good as possible. So we got a lot of work ahead of us in these next couple videos. I think in this video, I'll break it up into, this video will probably just remove everything off the car. We'll assess, how bad all the parts are. The car did have a laser treatment removal on it, and after they did the laser treatment, they didn't recoat it. So a lot of the parts have some surface corrosion that we're going to be fixing. But once we get everything off, we will assess how bad some of these parts look. And then in the next episode, we'll refinish all of them. We'll replace all the bushings, paint all the parts, make them look perfect before they go back on the car. But enough talking. Let's get under the car. Let's start working. Let's go. right, so let me catch you up on after that little time lapse. So it is the next day. A lot has transpired. We have two parts off the car that we have all cleaned up and painted. So here we have the drive shaft all wire wheeled and repainted, and this is the drive shaft like cover. And I dumped all the new hardware. I'm just trying to keep all the hardware, the new hardware, just contained. And then in here are the drive shaft hardware, drive shaft carrier bolts, and also in here are the parent drive shaft solid bushing. So let me show you what those bushings look like. I've never seen a completely blown bushing before. It's actually over here. So yeah, right when like I took the drive shaft off, they just like fell apart into multiple pieces. So yeah, that thing is toast. So good thing that we are taking it out and just getting that refinished. So while I was under there, I also got the rear shifter bushing out, and I did get that thrown in. Now I did go under there with the wire wheel, and I wire brushed every little spot that had a little bit of like wrinkling or like little surface corrosion that I could see. I wire wheeled all of that until it got down to bare metal, and then I went back and I just spritz it with some black primer before we do the undercoating. But let's go under and I'll show you what it looks like there, and then I'll show you the issues that we're currently having that might need to call some reinforcements for, someone that might have a welder. But I'll show you that in just a sec. Let's get under the car. All right, so we're under the car. You can see we got the drive shaft out and everything is kind of wire wheeled. You can see like up here, I just spritzed them. Anything that I saw that had some corrosion on it, I did just wire wheel the mounts and spritz those as well. And then if you go all the way back here, you can see our new rear shifter bushing. So that looks really good. So I just primed just a few areas that had some surface stuff. Oh, it looks like I missed that one. And I missed that one right there. So I'll come back and spritz those real quick before I go under and re-undercoat it. I will give everything a quick wipe down as well. And we will get all of this undercoated and protected. We will try to move on to the next items back here. As you can see, that's a little crusty, and that's why we were down here getting them all fixed up. But making our way a little bit farther back, you can see that we did shear off the Jesus bolt. The nut came off no problem, and then when I put a breaker bar on this, it literally just broke right off. I have tried heating it up. I have tried drilling it. I did take this arm off, and I put a brand new, one of our brand new hardware back in just so I could have it stable. But I did have this down, and I was able to wiggle it, but it's really just the bushing that's moving inside of the arm. So we're gonna have to come back to that at a later date. But the biggest issue that we have over here, this is our sway bar mount. So I went to take these off and they just instantly broke off. I have tried drilling it. As you can see, both of them have been drilled a few times. One of them I did actually get all the way through, and then when I was trying to make it a little bit larger, it actually broke the bit and it stuck in there, and I have two bits broken in this one. So at this point, I really need someone to just weld on a nut, and we can just take them off from there. Worst case scenario, they can cut a little access hole right here, and then they can re-weld it back up. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that here. But I mean, the car will drive perfectly fine with no rear sway bar. And then as far as these bolts here, this one and matching on this side too. Both of them sheared off. Nut came off on that side, no problem. There's literally no movement in these, and as I expected, I've tried heating them up. I've done a lot to them so far. So might need some help with these, or if anyone has any advice of what I can do. I've tried drilling it and hitting it with the hammer. I've kind of tried it all so far. And haven't been very successful, but I'm thinking about just getting all of the hardware swapped out real quick. So then once we are able to get that out, everything will already be easy to take off. Now, as far as getting the differential off, I'm debating if I should hold off on doing the T-brace in it and everything right now until we can get this lateral link and everything situated. I think I'm just going to move on to the trailing arms. We'll probably take it off at the mount up there and back here, and we'll see what happens. I'll probably start with this one back here. And then we can try to work on the mounts up there. If I can get the whole thing off in one piece, it should go pretty smooth from there on both sides. So, all right, well, got you guys caught up. Let's get back to work. All right, so it has been about an hour or so. I took a shower and everything because I had so much like crap on me from spraying and just all the rust and debris that was just falling. So I ended up stopping working on the car because when I was coming out, I actually bumped the rear diff temp sensor and broke it. So super like pissed off at myself about that. So I ordered a new one from Import Image. When I went up and right before I showered, I just ordered a new one. They had one left in stock for the 04 to 07 STI. Wasn't very happy. It was about $190 shipped. So definitely better ways to spend $190, but I mean, we broke it, gotta replace it. So let's go into the car. I'll show you what we did and we'll wrap up part one of our video. Let's go. All right, we're under the car and you can kind of see it's still wet in most places, but you can see everything has good, nice, consistent coverage. I do have just the old, that was the can falling over. I do have the old drive shaft bolts in there just to make sure the threads don't get some sealant or anything in it. So everything looks really good and sealed up. Obviously T-brace hasn't been touched yet. I did just go ahead and touch up these. These are for the gas tank. These are the heat shield. So I did just go ahead and refinish those on the car. But I mean, everything looks like 10 out of 10 right now compared to what it did before. And there is our oopsie here when I came out. I did bump this thing, so whatever. We got a new one on the way. It was my mistake. The plug and everything is good here, so it should just plug right back in once we have a new sensor. But I think that's where we're going to end off on this video. We had a bunch of ups, bunch of downs. I feel like we had more downs breaking a sensor that was like $200 and breaking these sway bar mounts and our lateral link bolts. But if you guys have any tips on how to get that free, let me know. But I think that's where we're going to end it off on this one. Well, that's all I got for you guys on this one. Till next time, see you guys.